car is here. Alright guys, we made it to the airport. It was like a 30-minute grab ride, which was fine, but we were wearing these masks the whole time, and it's a little bit hard to breathe because we have an N95, we have a face shield, and we have a regular cloth mask. And now we're going to put our stuff inside. So I'm flying out Singapore Airlines and Wedee's flying Turkish Airlines, but we're in the same terminal and his flight's 2 hours away from me because they're all under the Star Alliance carrier. So hopefully we don't need to leave airport and Wedee can see me off before his flight. So we're gonna check in right now. Let's go. Alright, so I'm here. I just walked B up to his check-in desk. So he's checking in and we had to get our luggage scanned. But it was really interesting because like no one was willing to help you. They were all just kind of like, grab your own bags. And it's like, I have 5 bags, but maybe I'm just carrying too much stuff. So now I'm gonna wait for him to check in and hopefully all goes well before we move over to my counter and I can check in. Whee! Airport fun. Alright, I got my boarding pass, all checked in. Let's get Wedee checked in right now. Wow, I feel exposed. Oh my god, look at the line behind me.
US gate FAR ya? UKAir.
Nice. The airport's really warm. It is really hot in the airport right now, and I'm gonna take off this. I'm sweating. Oh my god, I just read this sign and it says our flight's already delayed 1 hour and we're already 5 hours ahead, so that means I'm 6 hours at the airport. Ah! Apparently I'm not getting any baggage allowance because the system between UA and Turkish doesn't link up. So they were questioning how much baggage I can have, but I bought business flight tickets, so it already says first and second check bag is free. So I don't know what they were talking about. And it's a total of 32 kg per bag. And mine are half that. The weight now is only 24. Alright guys, we made it through. We did our check-in. We went through customs. And then we just did immigration.
All
the same thing.
to go, yay.
Okay, let's go find a lounge so we can get something quick to eat before... Wait, that's not right.
This is the second level.
This is the only way down? I went the wrong way. I don't know where I'm going. Alright, let's go find a lounge. What? That's my flight.
We arrived in the terminal, took the escalator down, only to realize how quiet it was. Many shops were closed, and the airport was very empty.
Okay, we entered through here. B's gate is here. And mine is here. Number 5. Look at this beautiful map. In front of our gate. Couldn't find a lounge because they said that the Plaza Premium Lounge was in front of gate number 9, but when we went upstairs, it was for Garuda International. And he said that it was in front of gate number 5. So we're just gonna wait in front of my gate. I don't want to miss my flight, and the airport's pretty empty anyway. Just look at me. So look at right behind me. So we're just like, you know, taking it easy before my flight starts boarding in 20 minutes.
We sat here waiting for the boarding announcements and once they called for boarding to Singapore, it was time for Bernard to go. Our 2.5 years of traveling around the world was going to take a short hiatus. We embraced each other, saying our final goodbyes, not knowing when we would be able to see each other next.
Alright, bye.
Boarding for Singapore Airlines.
Bye, B. See you on the other side. See you.
It was a really short flight. It was only an hour and a half flight from Jakarta to Singapore. I flew Singapore Airlines. It was really comfortable. My flight was almost 80% full, but most of the passengers in the flight were all transiting passengers. I had the whole row to myself, which is really comfortable. I made sure I double masked with a face shield on, and they actually served food during my flight, which was really strange because it was such a short flight and I wasn't expecting them to serve food.
Welcome aboard Singapore Airlines. As the safety equipment on this aircraft may differ from that on other aircraft.
Alright, I just disembarked and I was like the only person at the end of the plane, and they just announced that only passengers arriving in Singapore have to disembark first. So I was like pushing my way through like tons of people, and now I'm like one of like 10 people arriving. And so far all the staff are wearing full PPE, and it feels like I'm going through some sort of quarantine process, which is really interesting. Basically, almost everyone's trying to transit in Singapore, except the 3 or 4 of us that's arriving here, and we get like exceptional treatment so far. It's really interesting because they're double checking our boarding passes, walking in dedicated lanes, and I think I'm heading to customs and my PCR test. Okay, this is it. I think I see the swab test station. And it just feels like a hospital right now, seriously. This is so crazy. Okay, I just got through customs. The custom officer was super nice, and she briefed me about my quarantine notice, which is 14 nights. I'm gonna get 2 swab tests, 1 PCR right now. And honestly, the airport feels like a hospital because everyone is in this full PPE and gown and everything, and it doesn't feel like an airport. So I'm just gonna walk over and find my baggage and get my PCR test, and I'll probably find out which hotel I'm going to. Alright, I'm just waiting for my baggage. There's no one here. Like, literally no one. Okay, I was frisked by security at customs because I just got my bag. And now I'm just walking to get my swab test. Yay! After 40 minutes. This looks like I'm in a quarantine movie.
So after collecting my baggage, I was rallied away to do my COVID test, which is the PCR test. Upon arrival, and I was brought into a separate tent that they built, this like crazy quarantine facility tent right outside the airport. And before I know it, I had the swab in my nose, and they told me that's it. I can grab my bags and go to the next station, which is the pickup station for my hotel transportation. When we finally arrived in Tangling, we arrived at the Orchard Hotel by the Millennium.
Alright, this is going to be my room for 14 nights at the Orchard Hotel Millennium. It's quite small. I appreciate there's a lounge area. Somewhere for my suitcase. Closet. Standing shower. Pretty much it. So I'm gonna be here for 14 nights. The process was kind of a little tedious, even though there's only 3 of us checking into the hotel, because everyone has to check in one by one. I'm just gonna remove my face mask. Oh god, it's so painful. Right, I just have to stay positive, even though it's a really tiny room. I have a nice king bed. To set up something, and yeah, gonna be here for 14 nights, stay positive, and hopefully get through this. So it's almost 12 midnight now. I'm just gonna unpack and hit the snooze.